It's time to unlock the Book of the Month Vault. Hi friends, welcome back to Pages and Chaos, and it is a new month. It is the month of March, so it's time for me to pick book 3 for my Book of the Month Vault series here. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will link down below my very first intro video. But basically, I have a whole bunch of prompts in here, and I'm going to pick one every single month, and I'm going to pick a book from my Book of the Month shelves here that has been unread since 2016. That was the first time that I got a Book of the Month, and I am going to try to clear as much of this as possible this year. So let's get started. Okay, so we have a book from 2023. There you go, a book from 2023. So I'm going to go through my shelves. I'm going to find all of the books from 2023, and then we'll see which one I pick. Okay, so 2023 starts here and comes down here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 unread books from 2023. So let's see what I come up with. I was between 3 different books. I was between a historical fiction, a thriller. Actually, there was one that was kind of like a fantasy, but not really fantasy, because it was like modern. I don't know. I was between a couple of different books, and so I realized that I probably shouldn't do something that's very heavy for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know if I'm in the mood for another heavy book. I read a lot of books last month. Obviously it was folklore February, so fantasy heavy. Plus I had assignments where I had to read the books and do the in-depth reviews, and I still have 2 of those to do now for the month of March. Plus it's middle grade March, so I have a whole big pile of possibilities for that. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go on the lighter side, and I picked a rom-com. This Spells Love by Kate Robb, and this is from November of 2023. And this sounds so adorable, and I feel like this is going to be a fun, quick read. This Spells Love by Kate Robb says, what if one little wish changed everything? A young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past, but wakes up in an alternate reality in which she lost more than she wished for in this witty, whimsical, friends to lover debut. When Gemma gets dumped by her long-term boyfriend, she reacts the only reasonable 28-year-old would, by getting drunk with her sister and her kooky aunt and her best friend, Dax. After one too many margaritas, they decide to perform a love-cleansing spell that promises to erase Gemma's ex from her memory. They follow all the instructions, including a platonic kiss from Dax to seal the deal. Waking up the next morning, Gemma realizes that the silly spell has worked far too well. Not only does she seem to not remember dating her ex, but the rest of her life is completely unrecognizable. The worst part, Dax has no idea who she is. To reverse the spell and get back to her old life, Gemma must convince her once best friend, now total stranger, to kiss her. But as she carries out her plan, she finds herself falling for Dax hard. Soon, Gemma begins to wonder whether she even wants to go back to the way things once were. What if Dax was the one all along? So this sounds adorable. I am always up for a good witchy rom-com. And I mean, that cover just looks so adorable. So this is it. This is hopefully going to be a really good read for me. So make sure you check back at the end of the month to see my vlog with all of my rambling thoughts on this. And again, the goal is to have that up by the last Friday of the month. I know February a little bit awry, but hopefully I can get back on track. Let me know down in the comments, have you read this book? Are you intrigued? Is this something that you might pick up and do a buddy read with me this month? I love to hear all your thoughts. And if you just want to let me know that you are here and showing some support, but really don't want to comment or are a little too shy, then leave me some kind of drink emoji down in the comments. I think there is a margarita emoji, but if not, any type of drink emoji. Well, that's all I have for now. Bye.